I went into your story of just, being the super successful director with Planned Parenthood for many, many years, and then quitting, obviously, once you saw an ultrasound during an abortion and saw what an abortion really was. And since you actually worked for Planned Parenthood, for many years, I wanted to know the truth from you on what the company culture is actually like. Does Planned Parenthood actually and honestly believe that their goal is to provide women, affordable or free healthcare services or wellness checkups? Or when they say those things, do they know that they're lying?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I mean, I would say that there was a time I would say that yeah, that probably was more of their goal, to provide sort of this preventative healthcare, sort of this family planning, you know, birth control, STD testing, well woman care. That probably was at some time their goal at one point in time. But that fell by the wayside a long time ago. And even more so in the past, I would say 8 years, Planned Parenthood has become so incredibly brazen about their desire to provide abortions, to sell abortions. They're not even like hiding behind this family planning facade anymore. Planned Parenthood has abortion facilities open that are only providing abortion 6 days a week, 50 hours a week.
Wow.
So they don't do birth control. They don't do STD testing. They don't provide pap smears. There's no breast care there. They're not doing anything like that. They are only committing abortions full time, 6 days a week. And there's a bunch of those clinics now that are Planned Parenthood facilities. So they're really moving into full-time abortion care. And a few years ago, it was right before Cecile Richards retired. She actually tweeted out, I think it was in a tweet, that cervical cancer screenings or pap smears are as important as abortion care at Planned Parenthood.
Wow.
And so, that is what they do. I mean, they are an abortion provider.
But when pro-choice activists say, well, abortion isn't even half of the picture of what Planned Parenthood provides, what is the reality?
I mean, that's actually something that they're trying to really get away from, that talking point. When I went to the Women's March after Trump was elected, and I went to they had like a Women's March like convention. And so I snuck in and was actually quickly recognized.
Oh, no.
And was like told to get out. But I went in there and I went into one of the Planned Parenthood meetings, and one of the girls that worked there actually stood up and she was like, "Can we please stop saying that that abortion is only a small part of what we provide at Planned Parenthood? Because we all know that's not true. We all know it's a huge part of what we do. And all we're doing is promoting abortion stigma when we act like there's something wrong with abortion."
She said the quiet part out loud.
Exactly. And so that's really what they're doing now is they're like, stop saying that it's only 3% of what we do, because you're basically saying that there's something wrong with it, right? Like, be public, be proud of having
Celebrate your abortion, shout your abortion.
That's right. Be proud of the fact that Planned Parenthood is providing all of these abortion services. And that's essentially what they're doing now. Like, don't promote abortion stigma.